Right after I left high school, that's only when I started doing like the good habits, like, hitting the gym, building a sick body, looks maxing, working on YouTube channel. That's only when I started. That's after high school. During high school, I did nothing with my life. But yeah, man, fast forward 2 or 3 years, and here I am now. And one of my old friends from high school, I haven't seen him in years, but he invited me to his 21st birthday, like a couple days ago, last week. And bro, I was weighing up this decision for so long. Like, should I go or should I not go? I was I was wasting my mental brain power and just deciding whether or not to go. Because, I was thinking to myself, parties are like degenerate, they're a waste of time. I shouldn't be going to these crappy parties, right? Like, I kind of like preferred, I wanted to stay home and, like work on my business. And that's actually what I preferred to do. I actually wanted to do that. I didn't even want to go out and go to this party. So then after realizing that, I thought to myself, if going to the party is the harder thing to do and staying home is and working on my business is the easier thing to do, then wouldn't going to the party grow me as a person more? Because if you think about it, men grow from discomfort, and if I'm uncomfortable with going to this party, it'll grow me in some way, right? It'll probably grow me more than if I were to stay here and just work on my business by myself. Because I don't usually go to many parties these days. Nor did I in high school, to be honest. I was never really invited to any. So yeah, man, the party scene in general is a bit like iffy, like with me. So yeah, man, I said fuck it. I got ready and I bought him some chocolates, some like little box of chocolate for his present because I had no idea what else to get him. And yeah, man, when I got there and like seeing all my old high school friends was like such a surreal feeling because it's like when so much time has passed, like 2 or 3 years, it's like seeing so many of them stay like the exact same people is kind of sad. And yeah, man, that shit happens. People don't want to improve themselves and they let themselves go. But like to nail that point down even further, bro, like barely any of them even recognized me because of just how much I've changed, right? Not just with my face. Obviously, I went through a big glow up since high school. I look like a completely different person since, 2, 3 years ago. And if you want to know how I did that, how I went through that facial glow up, click on the first link in the description below right now. But yeah, not like it wasn't just my looks, it was more like the way I carried myself, my body language, my talking skills. I was actually, I talked like a completely different person than I did in high school. In high school, I was like, hi, hey, yeah, yeah, hey. That's literally all I would say. I wouldn't even carry any conversation. I wouldn't give a firm handshake. I wouldn't laugh with people because I was so insecure of my teeth and all that shit. Bro, fucking hell, I changed a lot. Yeah, man, we were just sitting at one table, me and my old high school friends, and it wasn't awkward, but we were just, sitting on one, like at one table. We weren't even socializing with the rest of the party group, and we were just like by ourselves. So pretty much we were kind of like sitting around doing nothing. And then that's when I started getting these thoughts to myself, like, I shouldn't have came, man. This was such a waste of time. This is fucking boring. Like I really should not have came. I'm a completely different person now, and fuck, I just regretted coming. But the fact that I was, sitting at a table doing nothing when there's so many people around me I could talk to, that just reminded me of my high school life, of my high school years, and I did not want to be reminded of that anymore. So I said fuck it. I said fuck it, and I got up and I started talking to people. I started talking to other people who I had never met before. Even my mate who turned 21, his grandfather was there. His literal grandfather was there. His grandfather was there, bro, and I got along with him so well. I was so fucking surprised. I had a really good conversation with his fucking grandfather, bro. Like this was mind blowing to me because, bro, I barely have like okay, I've gotten this expectation of like old people that I just fully expect them to not relate to me in the slightest. Like you know how you have conversations with older people, right? It's different to how you treat your friend, obviously, because you just think you can't relate to them. But bro, I was mind blown, guys. I was literally mind blown because this was probably the most intellectual like old person I've met. I'm not talking about fucking like intellectually smiling mathematics or something. No, I'm talking about emotionally and like you know psychologically smart. Because unlike my father and my grandfather and probably you guys, your fathers are the same as well. They don't really bother to try to relate with their sons and their grandsons, right? They kind of just stick to their own ways, and they don't really want to change. Pretty much they don't really put an effort into trying to get to know you on like a relatable type of sense. And if that doesn't happen, then how can you even know your son in like a in any sense, right? What I'm trying to say is our parents, or I don't know about your parents, but my father, he never really tried to relate to me in any sense, if in any sense really, but because he stuck to his own ways and he was stubborn. But my mate's grandfather, he came to this party because he wanted to see what his grandson's friends were like and actually relate to us, which then could further help him relate to him. Like, holy fuck! If you have a normal family, I'm probably sounding like to you right now. I'm probably sounding like, oh yeah, yeah, duh, of course. I mean that's normal. But a lot of us just lack this love that we didn't really get from our parents and shit. And yeah, man, I could freely talk to this man, and I was perplexed to say the least. But back to the actual party story. Sorry for the side tangent. But pretty much it got so much like way fun, like pretty much a lot more fun after I actually started moving around and actually started socializing like a normal human should like would, and not just sit around at one fucking table and do jack shit, right? Like when I actually started talking to the girls there, the old people, that's when it became 5 times more fun and enjoyable. Plus, there was drinks and there was alcohol and stuff, but I didn't drink at all. I didn't drink one fucking bit. Plus, there wasn't any like degeneracy going on. There wasn't any girls kissing guys, guys kissing girls. There wasn't any of that. It was just like a wholesome little birthday party. His family was there. His grandfather was there. Yeah, man, that brings me to socializing, because as a human, you need to socialize. It's a basic human need. We wouldn't be able to function properly without love and intimacy in our life. And if we lack love and intimacy, oh, you dickhead. Eat it, bro. Eat the box over. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it, chuck it. Oh! Chucked it. Yeah, love and intimacy. Love and intimacy is literally placed on the same hierarchy as food and fucking water, bro. And I think you know how important food and water is for our health. It's that important. Love and intimacy is that important. If we didn't have love and intimacy, we wouldn't function normally. And socializing with other humans is a good way to make sure this love and intimacy need is fulfilled. And if you don't, man, if you just stay inside your house all day, working on, even if you're doing like the good habits, even if you yeah, literally, even if you are like on self improvement, doing the good habits, building a good body, working on a business, you still need to socialize, because if you don't, then you're just gonna become like socially autistic and shit, man. You you like, next to girls, when you're speaking to girls, you're gonna give off this weird desperate aura around them if you don't socialize with other people, man. And like, obviously no guys would want to be friends with you because you can't speak and you don't have any social skills. You notice how like all the people you look up to, Andrew Tate, Hamza, Eman Gatzi, they all are really good at socializing, and they're all really good with girls as well. That's not a coincidence, because they understand that socializing is a key thing that humans need to have in order to function properly. So they attack it, and they're really good at socializing, and obviously they're going to end up really good in other aspects of their life since they mastered socializing. And a lot of young guys, they hop on like self-improvement and shit, and they don't socialize with people. And if one area is lagging in your life, the weakest link is going to hold everything else back. So I think going out every once in a while and socializing is a must. Going back to that original party question, obviously, degenerate parties, where everyone's kissing each other, where there's like everyone's fucking drunk, of course those aren't good. But what I'm saying is, those more wholesome parties, the birthday parties, the fucking, I don't know, what is it called? But the baby shower, or what, the gender reveal, I don't know. But like those type of parties, they're wholesome, and it's a really good opportunity to socialize with other human beings. The reason why you're on this earth. See, man, I think going out partying when it's suited, when it's more of this wholesome thing, and socializing with other people, it's an awesome thing to do. And it won't you might think it's a waste of time, but honestly, guys, I really don't think so, because like I explained, it's a basic human function, and you need socialization to function properly. So I think at least once a week you should go and do something where you go and socialize with other human beings. Okay, so make sure to do that at least once a week so you can function properly and you can blast off in other areas of your life. And yeah, man, if you say that, oh, I don't have any friends, I can't go to any parties, no one invites me to any parties, then frankly, bro, you need to work on your vibe, your own social skills, because let's be real, man, if no one wants to hang around with you, then there's a reason why, because you will get invited to parties and shit. You will get invited to these events if you were an attractive person to be with. Not with looks. I'm not even talking about looks. I'm talking about personality. So yeah, man, you just need to put yourself out there and go and make some new friends. Just speak to as many people as possible at the gym, whatever. Make as many new friends, and fucking you'll soon see that you'll get invited to all these awesome events and shit, and it'll be a really good time for you. So yeah, man, that's my 2 cents on if you should go partying and shit. Again, if you want to know how I went from this to this, literally face maxing and like glowed up to my full genetic potential in just like 2 to 3 years, click on the first link in the description below right now. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.